Let's talk about our top 10s for 2000.
All right. I have 20, but do you have 20 or do you have just 10?
I have 20, so I'll just run through very quickly my 11 through 20, starting with 20, because it's like as low as Mission Impossible 2 is my number 20.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right? And then Dude, Where's My Car? Chicken Run, Gaia Girls. Actually, I do recommend Gaia Girls. If you're at all into professional wrestling, it's a documentary about training Japanese women professional wrestlers, and it's one of the most brutal documentaries you'll ever see. Princes and Princesses, cutout animation movie. It's kind of cool. Keeping the Faith. I don't know. If you want to see Ed Norton do a rom-com, X-Men, the original, Almost Famous, Gladiator, and Aaron Brockovich. Those are like my actual honorable mentions, those three.
My 20 through 11, I've got a movie called Sunshine. Then Before Night Falls by Julian Schnabel. 18 is American Psycho. 17 is Dancer in the Dark, starring singer Bjork. 16 is Nurse Betty by Neil LaBute. Number 15, I have The Cell with Jennifer Lopez. 14, Shadow of the Vampire, one of the great Willem Dafoe performances. Chicken Run, I have at number 13. Ed Harris's Pollock, I have at number 12. And then the Christopher Guest mockumentary Best in Show, I have at number 11.
I love Best in Show, but it's not on my list because I haven't seen it in so long.
We watched it pretty recently. It still holds up really well.
My number 10 is Traffic, which we talked about briefly on this podcast.
Number 10, I have a film called State and Maine. It's a David Mamet film.
My number 9 is In the Mood for Love, which we've talked about on this podcast, but because of the way that release years work, it shows up on my 2000 list.
Shows up in my 2001. So
yeah.
Very, very high on my list. But number 9 for me in 2000 is a movie called Quills, with starring Jeffrey Rush as the Marquis de Sade.
Just talking about that movie with someone recently.
Oh, it's great.
My number 8 is Wonder Boys.
Good choice. Number 8 for me is Rod Lurie's The Contender, starring Joan Allen, Jeff Bridges, and Gary Oldman. Very still relevant today. Very good.
I don't know that movie.
You would love it.
I'll check it out. My number 7 is a movie I think you might not like by a director you do like. It's Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
No, I like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou. It's just not one of my favorite. It's lower on my list of Coen Brothers movies, but I do really like it. Yep,
cool.
7 for me is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
That is my number 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great one.
My number 6 is The Emperor's New Groove, the Disney animated film. I think I probably have in like my top 10, top 15 Disney movies. I really like that movie.
Yep, that's a good one. 6 for me is Aronofsky's Requiem for a Dream.
I was thinking about rewatching because I watched a bunch of Aronofsky movies I hadn't seen before, and I decided not to.
Yeah.
I saw it in college, and I feel like I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a hard one.
Number 5 for me is Castaway, Tom Hanks movie. Really, really fun.
I haven't seen that one in a long time. It's Megan and I have been talking about it, though, for a rewatch, so it might be on our list. 5 for me is Kenneth Lonergan's You Can Count on Me with Laura Linney, and not the first movie, but probably one of the first starring roles for Mark Ruffalo. Very good.
My number 4 is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, as I said.
Cool. Yep, good. Number 4 for me is Stephen Frears' High Fidelity.
That's my number 1.
So great.
I'm a Dirty, Dirty Liar, and my number 3 is Best in Show. I have it enough.
Good. 3 for me is Wonder Boys.
Number 2 for me is Memento.
Okay. That one also, that's a 2001 for me because it opened in the States in the spring of 2001.
Got it.
It's number 2 for me. That is Traffic.
And then I mentioned my number 1 is High Fidelity.
And my number 1 is Almost Famous.
Great. So that's 2000. We'll be back next week with, we haven't decided yet, but you'll listen to it, I hope.